Om Shanti. Today is Tuesday, the 21st of November 2023. On this Tuesday morning, let us listen to the Sakar Murli from our beloved Bap Dada. Essence. Sweet children, in order to attain liberation and liberation in life in a second, become Manmanabhav and Madhyaji Bhav. Recognize the Father accurately. Remember the Father and give everyone his introduction. Let's hear the essence once again on this Tuesday morning. Pyare Bap Dada says, in essence, sweet children, in order to attain liberation and liberation in life in a second, become Manmanabhav and Madhyaji Bhav. Recognize the Father accurately. Remember the Father and give everyone his introduction. Today's question: on the basis of which intoxication are you able to show, that is, reveal the Father? In answer, Baba says, have the intoxication that we have now become God's children and that He is teaching us. So what intoxication should we have? We should have the intoxication that we have now become God's children and that He is teaching us. Baba says we have to show all human beings the true path. We are now at the confluence age. We have to glorify the Father's name with our royal behavior. Tell everyone the Father's praise and Krishna's praise. Today's song is You Are the Fortune of Tomorrow. Om Shanti. Baba says this song was sung for freedom fighters. Which song? You Are the Fortune of Tomorrow. However, the people of Bharat do not know what is meant by the fortune of the world. It is a question of the whole world. No human being can change the fortune of the whole world, change it from hell into heaven. Baba says this praise does not belong to a human being. If this were said of Krishna, no one would be able, Baba says, if this were said of Krishna, no one would have been able to defame him. Human beings don't understand how Krishna could have seen the eclipsed moon on the fourth night, and he was therefore defamed. In fact, neither Krishna nor the God of the Gita can ever be defamed. It is Brahma who is defamed. So, what does Baba say? This praise does not belong to a human being. If it were said of Krishna, no one would have been able to defame him. Why? Because Baba says human beings don't understand how Krishna could have seen the eclipsed moon on the fourth night and he was therefore defamed. In fact, Baba says neither Krishna nor the God of the Gita can ever be defamed. It is Brahma who is defamed. Krishna has been defamed, but only by them saying that he abducted women. No one knows about Shiv Baba. People definitely run after God, but God can never be defamed. Neither God nor Krishna can be defamed. The praise of both is very powerful. Krishna's praise is number one. There isn't as much praise of Lakshmi and Narayan because they are married. Krishna is a Kumar. This is why he receives more praise. They sing the same praise of Lakshmi as of Narayan, of how they are 16 celestial degrees completely full and completely viceless, but they have put Krishna in the copper age. They think that praise has continued since the beginning of time. You children understand all of these things. This is godly knowledge, and it was God who established the kingdom of Rama, that is God. Human beings don't understand what the kingdom of Rama, that is God, is. Human beings don't understand what the kingdom of God is. The Father comes and gives the explanation of this. Everything depends on the Gita. Wrong things have been written in the Gita. No war took place between the Kauravas and the Pandavas, and so the question of Arjuna doesn't arise. The Father sits here and teaches you in this school. There wouldn't be a school on a battlefield. Yes, there is this battle with Maya, Ravan, over whom you have to gain victory. You have to become conquerors of Maya and conquerors of the world. However, people do not understand these things even slightly. It is fixed in the drama for them to come later on and understand. What is fixed? Baba says people do not understand these things even lightly, even very slightly. It is fixed in the drama for them to come later on and understand. Only you children can explain these aspects to them. There is no question of shooting arrows of violence at Bhishma Pitamaha, etc. Many such things have been written in the scriptures. You mothers should go and spend some time with those people. Tell them, we want to talk to you in connection with this. It is God who spoke the Gita. This is God's praise. What is Baba saying? You mothers should go and spend some time with those people. Tell them, we want to talk to you in connection with this. It was God who spoke the Gita. That is God's praise. Krishna is separate. We don't agree with this. Rudra, God Shiva, says that this is his sacrificial fire of the knowledge of Rudra. This is the sacrificial fire of knowledge of the incorporeal Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. Human beings then say, God Krishna speaks, but only the one can in fact be called God. So what is Baba telling us? Human beings then say, God Krishna speaks, but only the one can in fact be called God. You should write his praise and then write what the praise of Sri Krishna is. Now, of the two, who is the God of the Gita? Easy Rajyog is mentioned in the Gita. The Father says, have unlimited renunciation, renounce the consciousness of your bodies and all your bodily relations, and consider yourselves to be souls. What does the Father say? Have unlimited renunciation, renounce the consciousness of your bodies and all your bodily relations, and consider yourselves to be souls. Man manabhav madhyaji bhav. The Father explains everything very clearly. The Gita contains the Srimad spoken by God. Shri means the most elevated. So, this would apply to Shiva, the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. Krishna is a human being with divine qualities. Shiva is the God of the Gita, the one who taught Raj Yoga. At the end, all the other religions are definitely destroyed and the one religion established. In the Golden Age, there was only the one original deity religion. It was not Krishna, but God who established it. This praise belongs to God. He is called the Mother, the Father. Krishna cannot be called this. You have to give the true Father's introduction. You can explain that God alone is the liberator and the guide, the one who takes everyone back home. It is Shiva's task to take everyone back home like a swarm of mosquitoes. The word supreme is also very good. Therefore, you have to explain that the praise of Shiva, the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is separate from the praise of Krishna. Baba says you have to prove this and explain the difference between the two. Shiva does not come into the cycle of birth and rebirth. He is the purifier, whereas Krishna takes the full 84 births. Now who can be called the Supreme Soul? You should also write this. By not knowing the unlimited Father, you have become unhappy orphans. In the Golden Age, when you belong to the Lord and Master, you will definitely be happy. The words should be very clear. Baba says, the Father says, remember me and claim your inheritance of liberation in life in a second. Even now, Shiv Baba is saying this. His full praise should be written. Salutations to Shiva. It is from him that you receive your inheritance of heaven. By understanding the world cycle, you will become residents of heaven. Now, Baba says, judge what is right. Baba says, now judge what is right. You children should go to the sannyasis' ashrams and meet them personally. Because when they are in a gathering, they have a lot of arrogance. So, what should we do? Baba says you children should go to sannyasis' ashrams and meet them personally. Because when they are in a gathering, they have a lot of arrogance. It should remain in the intellects of you children how you can show people the true path. God speaks. I even uplift those sages and holy men. There is also the word liberator. The unlimited Father says, belong to me. Father shows Son, then Son shows Father. What is Baba saying? Father shows Son, then Son shows Father. Sri Krishna cannot be called the Father. All can be the children of God, the Father. They cannot all be the children of one human being. Therefore, you children should have great intoxication while explaining to others that we are the children of the unlimited Father. So what should we have? What kind of intoxication? Baba says you children should have great intoxication while explaining to others that we are the children of the unlimited Father. Just look at the behavior of a king's son, a prince. It is very royal. However, the people of Bharat have defamed this poor person, that is Sri Krishna. They say, you too are residents of Bharat. Say to them, yes, we are, but we are at the confluence age. We have become the children of God and we are studying with Him. God speaks, I teach you Raj Yoga. Krishna cannot possibly say this. They will come and understand this later. King Janak also understood everything from a signal. He remembered the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, and went into trance. Many continue to go into trance. In a trance, they see the incorporeal world and paradise. You understand that you are the residents of the incorporeal world. You come down from the Supreme Abode to play your parts. What do we understand? That we are residents of the incorporeal world and we come down from there, from the Supreme Abode to play our parts. Destruction is standing ahead. Scientists continue to beat their heads to go to the moon. It is through their extreme arrogance of science that they will bring about their own destruction. Baba says, in fact, there is nothing on the moon. These things are very good, but you have to explain to them in a clever way. It is Father, the highest on high, who gives us these teachings. He is also your Father. His praise is separate from Krishna's praise. This is the imperishable sacrificial fire of the knowledge of Rudra in which everything is to be sacrificed. These points are very good, but it will still take time. Baba says this point is also very good. One is a spiritual pilgrimage and the other is a physical pilgrimage. The Father says, remember me and your final thoughts will lead you to your destination. No one except the spiritual Father can teach you these things. You should write such points. Manmana bhav, madhyaji bhav. This pilgrimage is for liberation and liberation in life. Only the Father can take you on this pilgrimage. Krishna cannot do this. You have to instill the habit of remembrance. The more remembrance you have, the greater your happiness will be. However, Maya does not allow you to stay in remembrance. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. Baba says all of you do service. However, there is elevated service and there is low service. It is very easy to give someone the Father's introduction. Acha, the spiritual Father says Namaste to the spiritual children. And we the spiritual children also say Namaste to our spiritual Father. Today there is a night class. Baba says, in order to be refreshed, people go to the mountains for fresh air. While at home or at the office, they remember their duties. By going outside, they become free from the thoughts of their office. Children also come here in order to be refreshed. You have become tired from doing devotion for half a cycle. You receive knowledge at this auspicious confluence age. You become refreshed by this knowledge and yoga. You understand that the old world is now to be destroyed and that the new world is being established. There is no annihilation. Those people think that the world will be totally destroyed, but that is not so. It simply changes. So what is Baba saying? There is no annihilation. Those people think that the world will be totally destroyed, but that is not so. It simply changes. This is hell, the old world. You understand that what the old world is and what the new world is. This has been explained to you in detail. All the details are in your intellects, but it is also but number wise according to your efforts. Baba says all the details are in your intellects, but it also is number wise according to your efforts. You need a great deal of refinement in order to explain. Explain to others in such a way that it sits in their intellects instantly. Some children are weak and so they break down while moving along. There are the versions of God. They become amazed, they listen to the knowledge and tell others about this knowledge. Here there is a battle with Maya. They die to Maya and belong to God. Then they die to God and belong to Maya. They are adopted and then they divorce him. Maya is very powerful. She brings storms to many. You children also understand that there is victory and defeat. This play is one of victory and defeat. We have been defeated by the 5 vices. You are now making effort to gain victory over them. Ultimately, victory will be yours. Since you belong to the Father, you have to become firm. You can see how much temptation Maya gives you. Even when some go into trance, the game often finishes. It is now in the intellects of you children that you have now completed the cycle of your 84 births. You became deities, warriors, merchants, Shudras, and you have now become Brahmins from Shudras. You became Brahmins and then deities. You should not forget this. If you forget this, you step backwards and your intellects become engaged in worldly matters. You are then not even able to remember the Murlis, etc. You experience the pilgrimage of remembrance to be difficult. This is a wonder. Some children are even too embarrassed to wear a badge. This too is body consciousness, is it not? Baba says you have to take insults. Krishna received so many insults. It is Shiv Baba who receives the most insults and then Krishna. Then it is Rama who receives the most insults. It is number wise. Bharat has been defamed a great deal through these insults. You children should not be afraid of that. Acha to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good night. Today's essence for dharana has 2 points. The first point, make your intellect have unlimited renunciation and remain constantly on this spiritual pilgrimage. Instill the habit of staying in remembrance. Second point, father shows son, son shows father. Give everyone the true introduction of the Father. Show everyone the path to attain liberation in life in a second. Today's blessing, may you be filled with the newness and speciality of serving with your combined thoughts and words and thereby perform magic. Blessing once again, Baba says, may you be filled with the newness and speciality of serving with your combined thoughts and words and thereby perform magic. Baba explains the blessing. The combination of thoughts and words works like magic. When you do this, all the trivial matters of a gathering will finish in such a way that you will think that it is magic. When your mind is busy in having pure feelings and blessings for everyone, any upheaval of the mind will finish and you will never be disappointed in your efforts. You will never be afraid in a gathering. By serving with your combined thoughts and words, you will see an impact of such service at a fast speed. Now become full of this newness and speciality in serving, and the 9 lakh subjects will easily become ready. Finally, the slogan for today, your intellect will make accurate decisions when you become completely viceless. Let's hear the wonderful slogan on Tuesday once again. Baba says, your intellect will make accurate decisions when you become completely viceless. Acha, Om Shanti. Today we have a sweet elevated version of Mateshwari ji, the essence of which is, whose duty is it to go from this iron-aged, tasteless world to an essence-filled, golden-aged world? Mama says, why is this iron-aged world said to be tasteless? Because there is no essence in this world. That is, there is no strength left in anything. There is no happiness, peace, or purity. At one time, there was happiness, peace, and purity in this world. There isn't that strength anymore because the five vices exist in this world. Therefore, there is an ocean of fear in this world, which is why it is called an ocean of karmic bondages. And this is why people are unhappy and call out to God. Take us across the ocean. What do people call out? God, take us across this ocean. This shows that there must definitely be a world where there is no fear. That is, a fearless world where they want to go to. This is why this world is called an ocean of sin. They wish to go across it to a world of charitable souls. There are two worlds. One is the golden aged, essence filled world, and the other is this iron aged, tasteless world. Both worlds exist on this earth. Acha, Om Shanti.